You decided what you need my help with?
Aye, at least I think so.
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest, not me.
What I really need is paints. I'm running out.
And how can I help you with this?
I hope a lot. So you understand. I want to try something. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant to mold. And I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing that idea.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need, but I can't do it all alone.
Oh, come on, just tell me what this is about.
In short, I want a basilisk egg.
Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon the last basilisk around here died ages ago. I've certainly never seen one at any merchant stall.
Well, that's because basilisks don't lay eggs. They hatch from eggs laid by a black cockerel and brooded by a toad.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting things. They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samine. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. It sounds something like this. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Zhelyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them sit on the egg?
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet it'll turn into a basilisk egg.
And how do you tell that? By the colour? Or the smell, maybe?
Well, who knows? Try it and see for yourself.
Why should I be the one to look for the egg?
You know how it goes when I set off somewhere. I'd end up stuck in a swamp with a broken leg. Besides, the countryside is crawling with bandits these days.
And you're not just saying that to shift God's wrath onto me, are you?
You can't fool God's wrath by making someone else your errand boy. And human wrath? You'll handle that better than I would.
First you nearly get eaten by wolves. Now you're dabbling in black magic. What's wrong with living an ordinary life?
I don't know anything like that, and I don't want to, thank you very much. Art is always wrought from suffering.
Trying to talk you out of this is probably a waste of time, isn't it?
I see you've got me all figured out.
Figured out, maybe. But I'm none the wiser for it. Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon... And, so let...
Exactly.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
Oh no. Why? A lovely tree like that. It's a nice place to rest when you're passing by in the summer.
My God, these furry bucks.
At your service, sir.
Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Good day to you.
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel. Pitch black.
And what's so unusual about that? A black cockerel isn't anything out of the ordinary.
True. But I've also heard your cockerel lays eggs.
Oh? Where'd you hear such nonsense?
Now, you know how it is. Rumours spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just curious if there's any truth to it.
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like that.
Don't worry. I'm not a bailiff or an inquisitor. I'm a student from the University of Prague.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry, then?
I don't mean you any trouble. I just want to have a good look at the cockerel. I've seen a boar give birth to piglets and a bull that gave milk. People always talked about blessings or even miracles. Wouldn't it be a shame to keep something like that from the world?
All right, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just peculiar. So, I decided to put it down and took it to the woods. A runt like that wasn't even fit for soup.
Did the black cockerel really lay eggs?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going to die. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at it again. Either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them itself.
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No, I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right. I'll go and have a look. stick! Here he is. Poor thing. Let's hope the egg's here too. Here, mutt! Easy. Nice and slow. Quick! Track. Sit and bark. Search.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
The weather's completely crazy this year. Morning.
I'm looking for toads. Have you heard any anywhere nearby?
Forget about toads. They don't taste so good. You get blisters from touching them.
I don't want to eat them, for God's sake.
Then I really don't know what you'd want them for. What about some other goods, I won't turn down a groschen.
I'd really prefer those toads.
Unfortunately, I don't sell those. But check the marshes past the bridge. On one of the islets, there's an old stump. Just yesterday, they were croaking like crazy over there. Even the bathhouse wenches are quieter.
What do you have for sale? Word about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
Only because it's you.
You'll have to make a better offer for this. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
The toads are croaking here. There's a nest, and I've got the egg from the black cockerel too. So let's do this. All right. Now it's just a matter of waiting a day for the toads to brood it. But I'd better leave so I don't disturb them while they're bloody hell.
What do you want here? What do you want here?
I'll be damned. It completely changed colour. Or maybe it just got mouldy. Well, Wojtek can decide that for himself. Go! I'm not hungry now.
I'm sorry.
I've got the basilisk egg, laid by a black cockerel, brooded by a toad. Just for you.
Really? Surely you... Quickly, give it here.
Oh, sure. No need to thank me.
Sorry, of course. I'm grateful, and I will reward you. The basilisk won't hatch from the egg, but it would look great on a shield. I could paint it for you, as a keepsake. I don't have any coin right now, but you know what? Take this ring of mine. If you don't like it, you can at least sell it for a few groschen.
So, what now? Are you going to crack the egg already?
As soon as I've prepared everything I need. But I'd like some peace and privacy for it, if you don't mind.
Seriously? I just want to watch.
No, you distract me. Understand that I have to handle something this rare with extreme care.
Fine. Sorry. I reckon I'll leave then.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I just need peace. My head's a bit of a mess right now.
Hey, listen. Say thumb.
What are you hoping to achieve with this basilisk paint? What makes it so special? A basilisk can kill with a glance, right? At least that's what they say.
It depends. Some people claim it's the basilisk's breath that's deadly. Unfortunately, there's precious little real evidence.
And is it smart to mix something like that into paint? What if you poison yourself?
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry. The paint has several ingredients, and the yolk is just one of them. Even if it's poisonous, I'll manage somehow. To be honest, I don't expect the paint I mix to be miraculous. What matters more is the quality of the pigments and the correct proportions.
Then why did I go to so much trouble?
It's all about the story. When I tell people how difficult it was to acquire the paint, they'll happily pay me to decorate their hall with something so miraculous.
Or they'll have you whipped for making it all up.
That could happen too. That's why you've got to be careful about what you reveal. And more importantly, to whom.
What's making such a mess in your head?
It's hard to explain, sorry. But sometimes I almost wish my cursed skull were as empty as that painted one on the shelf.
So what are you going to do, once you've made the basilisk paint?
I'd like to leave here soon for another job, but I still have something very important to finish.
And what exactly do you need to finish?
I need to meet with someone. But right now, I need to mix this basilisk paint. So if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while. Come back tomorrow. By this time, I should have everything done.
Be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who have trespassed. Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
I'd like to use your services.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
Prepare me a hot bath and wash my clothes.
All right, but money up front.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir. I hope you enjoyed your stay. You're always welcome here.
Henry, I'm glad you turned up. I could use some advice. What do you think of this sword? I paid Osina my last few groschen for it, and even had to paint a lewd picture above his bed. But I feel like he cheated me.
Well, honestly, I can't tell much at a glance. But why do you even need a sword? Your customers refusing to pay?
No. I'm preparing for my final unfinished work here in the Trotsky region. A duel to the death.
You never give a thought to drinking, wenches, or whether you need new booze, do you? But now you've truly lost your mind.
On the contrary, I finally see everything clearly. I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago.
Well, that's just great. Who are you planning to fight?
His name is Burkhard, a thief, a bandit, and above all, a murderer. There's been a bounty on his head for quite some time.
And you've suddenly decided to become a protector of the region?
It's not the region I want to protect. It's my own sanity.
Well, it's a little late for that.
Very funny. I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear, Burkhard must die. He must die. Over and over again. I can't even work anymore.
Why's that?
It's because I know Burkhard. He's the old acquaintance I need to meet.
What kind of man is this Burkhard, anyway?
A vile one, if you can call him a man at all. He's known for beating his victims to death with a helmet, just for pleasure. He even has a special notch on it, just for that purpose.
Well, if you've known this man for so long, why are you only deciding to get rid of him now?
Don't think I just woke up one day and decided to go kill him. Honestly, when I found out he was here, my first thought was to run. But on my way out of here, I was nearly hit by an arrow.
The archer and the gambler?
Mm-hmm. I realized it was a sign. I couldn't run, so I started looking for ways to get rid of Burkhard.
What kind of ways?
I'm not sure I should even tell you.
Look at me. At everything I've done for you. Don't you think you can trust me?
Henry. My friend. All right. I won't beat around the bush. You know how I said I feel like someone keeps whispering in my ear. Burkhard must die. He must die. I can't sleep, eat, or work because of it. So I've tried to get that murderer out of my head using some unchristian methods. That shrine and the egg. They weren't about my artistic experiments, but my desperation.
What were you doing at Veles's shrine?
When our Lord wouldn't help me, I tried praying to someone else.
What was the egg for? You're not hunting down a basilisk somewhere, are you?
No, definitely not. I really did use it for the paint. And also for a kind of prayer.
Holy Mary.
She wasn't the one I prayed to.
You've just been leading me on this whole time.
I can't deny it. But thanks to you, I've had some good days.
Well, that's nice for you.
I'm sorry. I know I used you. And I regret it.
You know what? Let's not talk about it anymore. So, you're just going to trade your brush for a sword and kill a wanted murderer, yeah?
What else can I do? I can't get him out of my head. And the law clearly doesn't care. So let God judge us. I'll challenge Burkhard to a fair duel.
I don't mean to underestimate you, but there wouldn't be anything fair about that. Fine, but I still don't understand why this man weighs so heavily on your mind. How do you know him?
No, I can't tell you that.
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, Henry. I know I'm not giving you many answers, but believe me, I'm telling you everything I can.
You lied to me the whole time. You dodged all my questions. I'm not going to send you to your death. We'll have to come up with another way to deal with Burkhard.
I don't see any other way. I've waited 35 years to see someone take down that bastard. And in the meantime, he's lived his whole life in freedom. Do you know how many lives he took from others?
I'll take care of him myself. After all, it wouldn't be the first time I've nudged justice along.
I can't ask that of you. I've already involved you more than is healthy for your immortal soul.
Don't worry. If I end up in hell, it certainly won't be because of your Burkhardt.
Henry, do you mean it?
Sure. I'll sneak in there. It'll be over before anyone even notices. But I need to know a few things. How will I know it's Burkhardt?
I'd say his sins will be written all over his face, but I'm not naive. He'll definitely have his helmet with a notch on the brim.
Who put the bounty on him?
If I remember correctly, it was the bailiff of Troskowitz, and that means something. I've heard Thrush isn't one to part with his money easily, but without proper proof, he won't give you the bounty.
A fella like that won't be alone, will he? Does he have a gang?
I'd bet my boots he does. At least half a dozen men. But since we're on the subject, I'd like to ask you for something. Burkhardt likes to recruit young lads with no sense of purpose in life. He promises them money, wenches, and respect. And they repay him with blind loyalty. Sometimes even with their lives. Feel free to rough them up a bit or kick their asses, but don't kill them. I know very well they're not evil, just lost souls. And I feel sorry for people like that.
How do you know so much about them?
Let's just say I've met a few of them before.
All right. I'll try not to hurt them. Unless it's absolutely necessary. If you were preparing to face him, you must know where to find him, right?
Not exactly, unfortunately. They say he's hiding somewhere in Apollonia, and that was enough for me. I plan to find him by ear. A gang like that can be heard miles away.
So, now I know everything. And don't worry, it'll all turn out fine.
Are you sure I shouldn't handle this myself? Or at least go with you?
It'll be simpler this way. Trust me.
All right then. And thank you, friend.
I'll just get the corner.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Sacre.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Another
Slowly. Nice and slow. Ah! Quick!
You swine!
You want to grab me? I'll take your ass.
Kurwa! I moved in! Rip your ass open! Come on, then! Bad luck! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp! Enough! I give up!
We'll see if I let you go or not.
I surrender! You hear me?
Drop your weapon and leave.
Here you go. Now keep your word. Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. He will come again to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen. Urquhart and his band should be skulking around here somewhere.
Stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhard. Stíny peklo přežijem Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem Burkhard. To je tady velký pán Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám Burkhard. To má helmu zubatou Burkhard, krví celou strakatou Burkhard, stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhard. A pak se s ním opijem Burkhard. Kdo je tady velký pán? Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám Burkhard. To má helmu zubatou Burkhard.
Do I want to send Mutt home? Mutt, to Zhelyov.
Stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhard. Kým takto přežijem Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem Burkhard. Kdo je tady velký pán Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám Burkhard. Kdo má helmu zubatou Burkhard, krví celou strakatou Burkhard. Ve zbraně se utkal s šelmou Burkhard, stačilo se ohnat helmou Burkhard. Stíny peklo přežijem Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem Burkhard. To je tady velký pán Burkhard, bojí se ho ďábel sám Burkhard. To má helmu zubatou Burkhard, krví celou strakatou Burkhard. Bez zbraně se utkal s šelmou Burkhard, stačilo se vohnat helmou Burkhard. S kými peklo přežijem Burkhard, a pak se s ním opijem Burkhard.
Good. You won't freeze inside the chimney.
Was the night watchman rung already? Well, don't be out late.
God be with you.
Go away.
What a mess.
How did the bounty for Burkhard come about?
Still can't remember? Bailiff Thrush will apparently pay anyone who brings proof that the murder has been dealt with.
I'd say you can sleep peacefully again. Burkhard is dead. I killed him.
Finally. After all these years. But
what?
I don't know. I suppose I thought I'd feel a lot more relieved. All those years of suffering, and what's at the end of it? Still the same emptiness. But don't let that trouble you. Tell me, what you did with Burkhard's gang.
I only killed Burkhard. I left the others alone. But whether any of them will change their ways, I can't say. Maybe I just made someone else's life harder in the future.
That's possible, I won't lie to you. But even so, I'm proud of you. By the way, what about Burkhard's helmet? Do you have it with you?
Unfortunately, no.
That's a shame. But it doesn't matter, I've still got something for you. I could paint that cursed helmet on your shield. What do you say?
Do whatever you think best. I'm just glad you didn't get yourself killed.
Just make sure you don't regret it later. But I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. I hope you know that.
Now, gratitude is a fine thing, but still. I saved you from wolves, looked for pagan shrines and basilisk eggs for you. Don't you think you owe me something?
If it's about coin...
To start with, a few clear answers would do. What's your real name? Voiter doesn't seem to suit you. And that Voitechus? I can never remember it.
See? And both are true. One in Czech, and the other in Latin. But I've had many names in my life. Some completely ordinary, others so grand they'd leave you breathless. But just call me Voiter, and don't trouble yourself with the rest. Oh, would it change anything between us if I told you I'm now Wizard Zito or John Barleycorn?
Where did you get that skull of yours?
What kind of question is that? Where did you get yours?
What? Well, obviously, it's mine. I've had it since I was born.
See? And it's the same with me. Maybe I didn't have it in the cradle, but it's always been here, waiting for me. Somewhere.
What really happened between you and those two who tied you to that tree?
You just have to keep reminding me of that, don't you?
Don't laugh. I mean it. You say they cheated you at dice, and they say you foretold their deaths with that skull of yours. I'd rather believe you, but I'm not entirely sure.
Neither am I. Of anything, anyone, or ever. But we know each other well enough, don't we? Have I ever foretold anything for you? Or cursed you?
No.
Then stop asking me about those two, or I'll do it.
How did you really find out about Velis's shrine? Even the locals have almost forgotten it.
You'd be surprised at all the things I know, and all the things you could know, if you stopped now and then to think.
What really happened between you and Burkhard? You said you knew him. How?
Henry, please, don't ask me about him. I'll gladly talk with you about anything else, but I want to put him out of my head for good. Out of both of them.
Well, thanks a lot for your answer.
Are you angry with me? I swear I haven't lied to you.
Only because you didn't tell me anything worthwhile. You're quick to change your tune, aren't you?
It's just... everything is more complicated than it seems. But you're right. You deserve an answer. Except, between these walls, it's hard for me to open up. I need to be on solid ground, at home, to speak more freely. My work here in the Trotsky region is finally done, but I'll stay a little while longer. I'd like to get to know the place better, and with a bit of luck, I won't end up tied to a tree this time. But I'll head home soon, to Kuttenberg. You know what? Stop by and see me there sometime. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about.
What if I want my shield painted again? Where can I find you?
Like I said, I'll be staying here for a little while. But if we meet in Kuttenberg, I'd be happy to paint something for you there too.
Do I really have to drag myself all the way to Kuttenberg again? Can't we just talk here?
We'd just be wasting time here. I've got something to show you. And unfortunately, that can't be done here.
All right then. I'll meet you in Kuttenberg.
I can't wait, my friend.
Halt! Sirs, show me what you've got on you.
May God give you help.
I'm arresting you.
No fear. I'll take that swine. That's quite enough.
Guards!
Huh? Have a go away then.
Guards! Quickly!
God! Please!
If you keep resisting, I've all the right in the world.
Whoa!
My, what a beautiful...
Proper poetry, innit? A celebration of all that's beautiful in this world.
All that's beautiful? All that's under those hose of yours?
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Show me your wares.
I'll give him another one for good measure. How my heart is aching for your comforting caress.
Greetings.
Coming right. Greetings. What do you want?
Wenches there. How I'd love... What do you want, you rotter?
You're interrupting my train of thought. The miners there...
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Some band of thieves has set up camp over by Rock Tower Pond, right where that lord and his retinue got ambushed. I reckon they want to see if anything got left behind.
I know the place. What's next?
You could stop by Semin. Yanek, the saddler's hand there, is looking for a blacksmith. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
I wanted to apologise for ruining your wedding.
You mean that fight? That's not worth mentioning. It wasn't your fault, anyway.
Really?
You were just comforting me. And Wojtek was drunk. Men are idiots. See you soon, my friend.
May God give you health, sir.
I found a dead horse not far from the keep. Were you missing any?
Aye, I sure am. Damn it! Such a fine dun he was.
Aye, that sounds like the one I found.
The groom said he bolted a few days ago.
Is that what he told you? Because someone tormented that horse to death.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
The bastard! I'll have him whipped like a cur, and he'll never set foot here again. And thank you. Here's something for your trouble, and I'll also teach you something about horses, because you clearly care about the noble animals.
Thank you. I'd like to buy a horse here.
Which one caught your eye?
What can you tell me about Tarrant?
Tarrant is a pale red beauty, a typical example of a traveling horse. That means a narrow head, high speed, and can carry a decent load. They're popular with royal messengers carrying important news. He has a bit of a heat rash at the moment, but I reckon as soon as he heads out into the world with someone, he'll feel better.
No matter how I look at it, the price just isn't right. How about this?
You know what? I will sell you Tarrant for that much.
Here you are.
I trust you'll be satisfied. I'll get the horse ready for you and teach you to call him over. It will take a bit of time. We're gonna miss that one.
Greetings, and with you. while, my good man. What are the odds of that? We meet again!
Riddler Barley.
The very same! And I have a new riddle.
Look, do you really roam around all alone? Don't you have any friends or family?
No, I don't. All I had was Wag the dog, and even him I lost.
Yes, you told me about him. I'm sorry about that.
I buried him not far from Visoka, down Suchdol way. Do you know the place? There's this little spring by the path in the woods. Lots of animals stop to drink there. He loved that place, and sometimes I drop by to talk to him when I'm in the area.
You look like you know your way around these parts. Where's the best tavern?
That's a tough one. If it's a meal you're after. The Emperor Charles in Kuttenborough. But the prettiest wench is at that small inn in Takov. I had the luckiest dice in Zhelyov, and the best sleep in a bed in Lorets. I can still smell the hops and ale, and the window looked out on Sedlets Monastery. Lovely.
I'm curious to hear what you have up your sleeve today.
I'll tell you, but first we have to decide what's at stake. You solved the last riddle, and I lost the bet. Let me try my luck again.
All right, let's bet. Tell me what your riddle is then.
Listen close. A bailiff has 12 men join up for service one day. The bailiff was glad, but soon discovered that he didn't have enough gear for them in the armory. So those 12 men filed onto the square for the next morning's roll call. 6 of them were wearing body armor, 4 had helmets. Only 3 of them wore both a helmet and body armor. Now, tell me, how many men were unlucky enough not to have either a helmet or armor?
Four.
Oh, no, you overcount. But not to worry. No one is born a master. Not in my experience, anyway.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Me too. God be with you.
Greetings.
I've heard you have work for a blacksmith here.
I surely do. But he has to be a brave blacksmith. Why need to shoe a horse? The saddler wants me to race for him.
Well, I'm not afraid of horses. I know when to let go of a hoof and avoid a kick in the face.
Kick be damned. The main thing is, I need some good horseshoes. It's all rocks and bogs around these parts. One wrong step, and you'll break both your own neck and your horse's.
So what is it you want from me then? Where does the bravery come in?
I heard the nomads from the camp by the pond use horseshoes that are magical. Word is, they're forged in hellfire and have all sorts of incantations carved into them. A horse wearing them can climb up a sheer cliff without tripping once.
Where did you hear a fable like that?
Fable? We hear all sorts of things about them fellas around here.
Don't tell me. They stink of sulphur and eat stray children.
Look, if you don't believe me, go and take a look for yourself. If you find out how they make them horseshoes and forge some for me yourself, I'll make it worth your while.
Sure, why not? I could use some horseshoes like that myself.
That's what I like to hear. Take a good look around there, or try asking someone who's in charge of horses.
God be with you, sir.
came to an end somehow.
I hoped Marika would come back. It wasn't supposed to end like this.
You said you'd share your skills with me. Is that offer still open?
Indeed, it is. The forest is my second home, so if you want to get to know it better, you only have to ask. Apart from shooting from a bow, I have also dealt a few blows in my life, and taken a few. So, I know about fighting from both sides.
Sounds good. I'll be glad if you'd share your knowledge with me.
And what do you fancy the most?
I'd like to improve my marksmanship.
A steady hand and regular breathing. That is what it is all about. So, pay attention. Mind where you going?
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Are you the one who takes care of the horses here?
Yes, I do not know much, but about horses I know plenty.
And do people bring their horses to you for shoeing?
I am no Karchas, but I know how to shoe a grai. Why?
I've shod a few horses myself, and I'm not inexperienced in the saddle. I've heard you have the best horses around, so I was wondering if you have any special horse shoes as well.
You talk good, Gajo. I see you know horses. The main thing is to know where you will be riding your grai. Based on that, you can choose horseshoes. There are hard rocks all around here, often wet. So I got these.
I've never seen horseshoes like these. What are the spikes for?
They bite into ground and Grai can even climb up a cliff. Although he will not be too happy about it. But they are quite rare. So I'm sure you understand, I cannot just give them to you.
Don't worry. I wouldn't expect you to. Especially since I can forge them myself.
Hey, do you want to race horses?
So what about the prophecy? Did it come true?
Take my word. Soon we will pack up and move on. We will have only trouble here.
What's life like among the nomads?
I have been traveling since I was little, and it is all I know. But this is a really nice place, and we have only been here since the spring.
And what about the people here? Are you all one family?
Of course not. But it is as if we were. People need support. Struggling through the world by yourself is neither safe nor enjoyable. But each to their own. The locals are always uptight and do not know how to enjoy life. Then when people come who know how to enjoy life and not just survive, they do not like them.
What do you nomads actually do for a living?
Different people do different things. Now, we Roma are mainly craftsmen, traveling blacksmiths and locksmiths, and we do not need much to survive. Also, we know all things about traveling, such as breeding horses, shoeing them, and repairing cart wheels. And what is more, our old Aranka can tell the future and treat the sick, so we get by just fine.
Teach me some of your language.
What do you want to know?
Let me think. I'm a bold knight, and Sir Hans is courtier.
Let's see if you remember this. Mesom tulo chororo dilina.
Mesom tulo chororo dilina.
Laches, laches. It is like you have been speaking our language all your life. Now you can say it to girls when you meet them.
Teach me something else.
Let us try something polite. Like when you want to compliment someone.
Would that be hard?
Who said that our language is easy? Say after me. Kai tumaro baro balo.
Kai tomorrow baro balo?
Clever lad. Remember that and maybe say it to our voivod. He will be overjoyed to hear it from you.
Are you in charge of the horses around here?
Aye, you got that right, Mura. Me and my stallion Dan have all the horses in the region under our thumb and hoof.
All the horses in the region? What does that entail?
You will see for yourself when you bring me one. I will take any horse, as long as it is alive. Where you get it from is none of my business. I will buy it for all the groschen I can scrounge together.
You found a nice source of income, I'll give you that.
And if you just happen to like the horse so much that you would like to keep it, perhaps because your ass has started to ache from riding the one you have now, I would be happy to teach it to listen to you like a proper Romani man listens to his voivod. For a bit of coin, that is. Of course you will have to pay me, not the horse. It will certainly be cheaper than buying one from those bastards at the stables.
All right. Where should I take the horse?
Put him by the pennants over there.
I'll keep that in mind. Show me your wares.
Hey, lad! Have you ever tried shooting from the saddle?
Stuck in the wheel.
It is better than just riding.
Who was it? God rest his soul.
Get this. Miller Boschka says he was in the water at least a week. Judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a house of hope. The dead man has been taken down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. That's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. And believe it, someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him. That is strange.
Hey, lad!
Something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
My humble respects.
Hey, lad! Hey, lad! Have you ever tried shooting from the saddle? It is better than just riding around.
I'm glad you spoke up. I'm looking for some riding competitions.
Come closer and listen. Daban horse. I am Bibrek.
Henry.
I'm glad to meet anyone who wants to honor the long tradition of mounted archery. Bow, crossbow, arrow, bolt, horse. A steady hand and sharp eyes. You gallop, you shoot. Targets fall and the groschen pile up. There aren't many these days who would challenge me and my mare first of 1,000. The Cubans are lazy, and Mick from the Nomads is just the same.
Who's this Mick?
Mikolai. He trades horses here at the camp. And of course he's also a skilled rider. When he heard that I'm organizing archery contests here, he immediately came out with his own races. But at least he's not a Cuman.
Why do the Cumans bother you? Aren't you one yourself by any chance?
I am Yassian. And my horse first of 1,000 is Kengli.
What's Yassian?
You see, we Yassians are something like bulls. And Cumans, Mordvins, Kipchaks, and Seljuks too. Those are sheep. But you must know that. After all, you have already had the honor of dealing with that Vasco's band.
So you're like quarreling neighbors. How did you ever end up here?
The Lord of the Heavens, Stangri, put me in his bow and shot me westward.
And why?
So I might spread his renown in mounted archery here, of course. So, what do you shoot with then?
A bow.
Nice. But between us, do not let Mikolai get his hands on it, or he will poke his eye out.
All right, but what about the race? How does it work here?
One thing at a time. There is an altar in the woods over there that I built to the great Yassian marksman, Karachin. Every rider must bow to it before the competition. That is our custom. So, what do you say? Shall we go?
Wait, I'd like to speak with Mikolai as well. You said he's holding races here too, right?
Sure. Talk with him if you want, but you are only wasting time.
My respect.
I'm looking for someone who organizes horse races here. Bibrek told me you're in charge of things here?
I have spoken with you a few times, but we certainly have not herded goats together. I am Mikolai, and with my horse Tooth, I organize horse races in this region. As a proper lovari, I make sure it is a challenge for both riders and horses. But we are missing a proper challenger. We cannot find a single decent rider anywhere around here. Even Bibrek, the best Cuman rider, is afraid of me.
Bibrek told me only nice things about you as well.
Ignore Bibrek. We Lovari are more than happy to swindle people like him in horse trading.
What does that mean, that you're lovery?
Ask our horses about that. They will tell you how a proper Lovari cares for them.
Oh, I can't speak with horses. At least not sober.
A pity. Folks who understand them can trade them properly, maybe even sell them for a good price. They are almost as clever as people. If Tooth happened to outlive me, he could easily organize these races on his own. What about you and your horse?
Well, it's just a horse. Good for traveling, but otherwise it only eats, shits, and isn't very bright.
You and Bibrek are the same then. Riding is fine, sure. But otherwise, you do not care about the animal.
All right, but how about these races? How do they go?
Every challenger must first bow to Zamur. I tell you, he was a hell of a rider. People will talk about him until Judgment Day. There is an altar in his name in the woods nearby. If you do not say a prayer there, your horse will throw you before the race even starts.
I better not skip that then.
I will take you there. Shall we go?
We can go.
Excellent. Follow me. So here we are. Zamur's altar.
What now? Should I cross myself and pray?
No. A bow will suffice. Then say this. This altar belongs to Zamur, the greatest racing rider of all Lavari. In this region, it shall forever recall his glory.
You cheat! Mitkevzas, Michinas!
Leave it out, Bibrek.
What's the matter? Did something happen?
I built this altar here. It is Karachin's grave.
You only claim it after I dedicated it to Zamur. Before that, you did not care about it.
I dug up 4 arrowheads here, a harness and a kingjal. It is clear.
I heard Zamur's spirits hammering horseshoes here. And in the morning, I found scattered coal.
I scattered it myself to drive away evil forces from Karachin's grave, you fool.
One more word and...
Mikolai, calm yourself.
Look around. Only dark, dangerous woods everywhere. But the spirit of Zamur protects us. In camp, on the road, and during races. Reason enough for him to have this altar.
So that is why you're holding your races up there. You fear the woods, so you would rather run your horse across a field. This is the grave of Yassian war leader and warrior. The god Tengri must have guided him this far. This altar belongs to him. Every arrow loose that hits its mark is in his honor.
Only you are shooting at straw dummies and targets stuck together with manner. Oh, mighty warrior.
You see, I'm training. For the likes of you.
Fellas.
Sorry, Henry. This has nothing to do with you.
But this is actually useful for us. Let him decide whom the altar rightfully belongs to.
So tell us, Henry, which is better? Straight up honest horse racing or hoofing around shooting at targets?
I'll give you hoofing around. Mounted archery is a noble art. So?
Why, a nightly tournament, of course.
Huh?
A joust with lances, horses in caparisons, riders in full armour.
What?
They charge each other, lower their lances, take aim, and whack! A shower of splinters, and one of them, sometimes both, go flying.
That sounds like a damn quick way to meet the Lord.
Listen, I see it matters a lot to both of you, but you can't keep quarrelling forever.
Ask around the camp. Everyone will tell you the altar is mine.
Not a chance. Everyone knows I was the one who built this altar.
But you haven't asked anyone yourselves, have you?
Why bother? There is no judge here who would understand.
Then I shall decide. What do you say?
What do you think? He's not one of us.
But since we already have you here, Henry...
You'll probably not find anyone better.
I saw you drinking with the Cumans, so perhaps you will truly be impartial.
And who would he side with anyway? You are more Cuman than I am.
Perhaps you are right. He already knows our Waida. Marika did not return, but he did not refuse him help.
He did it for the money anyway, and he messed it up as well, did he not? So, how shall we do this then?
You and I shall prepare a few challenges for Henry, so he understands what is at stake. If he manages both, we shall accept his judgment.
Very well. Whatever judgment he delivers about the altar afterwards, I shall accept it.
So I'm to try both racing and mounted archery, and whichever I enjoy more will take precedence.
The spirit of Zamur will make sure you lean toward the racing.
Ha! As soon as you hit the first target, you will feel Karachin's blessing.
So, which will you start with?
First, I would...
Mounted archery, of course, while the horse is still fresh.
Pashtu ograjcha banjola, usomeleha kerava. We are starting with the race.
I said it first.
First. Ah.
So, where shall I begin?
Jov penelkajo lukos.
Are you calling a race?
We dragged you into it anyway. But first, I will tell you how things work around here. So you do not whine later that you had no idea what is what.
You're right. So how do these races work then? What do I need to know?
Once a day, up above the camp, 4 fellas meet and arrange a race. We have a small spot, right next to Bebrek's circuit. Each race starts and finishes there. Then race checkpoints are set up around the area, depending on which course is chosen. They are placed in spots the locals know. Though these local names are tough for outsiders. Places like Zeleov or Tachovitz, not to mention all those ponds.
What do the checkpoints look like?
There are 2 poles with flags, next to which there is a fire pit. Smoke rises from it and someone usually stands by it. The trick is to figure out the best path from one to the next and so on until the finish. You can ride through the forest, weave between trees and rocky slopes, or stick to firm roads and make your journey longer.
It'd be an advantage to know the countryside well.
Do not worry. Some local lads manage to get lost a few steps from their own birthplaces. You can decide for yourself how tough you want it to be. But take care. The best riders here know the land inside out and are not afraid to take shortcuts at the gallop. Anything else you want to know?
Do you have any advice?
For the race, leave only a bridle and saddle on your horse and have decent horseshoes. Even the fastest horse is useless when its legs get tangled in its stack. If you forget anything, drop by and we will go over it. But now, we are off.
What am I facing now?
The first challenge is just a simple warm-up race. Just so you see how it goes and get a feel for how to handle the horse.
Where are we going?
To Semin. There is a little pond across the road from the fortress. Once the race starts, you ride east. Go round the pond on the right through the checkpoint, then drive your horse straight back towards me. We will do it without bets this time, but the fellas will not go easy on you. Le gresen, le guruveske shelo, u amenge tarjimol. In a moment.
God! Go! Quick!
Whoa!
Now just to get back! Go!
Finally! The finish! gotta catch her breath.
Whoa! My humble respect.
So tell me, what place did I get?
Tough luck. Maybe you will take it next time. But we do not have to wait all day this time. We can just go again if you fancy.
I'll take a rest and come back later. I'd like to have a race.
We will ride straight away. Do not worry. You still have to complete my first challenge. Ride to the checkpoint by Semin Pond and then come straight back. Do not let us... Zamur! Saole! In a moment!
Boring as last
Go! Quick! Push it now! Go! Just a bit further. Quick! Yeah! Good.
We have been Manush.
How did things go with the race?
You came first. Congratulations. But that was just a little warm-up ride. To let the horse get used to it, you know? The second race is going to be a proper event with all the bells and whistles. We do not have to wait all day this time. We can just go again if you fancy.
I'm in.
Like I said, now you will be going for the real race. Still without bets though. You will be passing 3 checkpoints. The first one is by that Semin Pond, which you already know. Then you will continue east to the Jar homestead. And finally you will head northwest to Zheleyov. The last checkpoint is right on the village green, so be careful not to run anyone over. Then get back west to us, straight to the finish line. Are you keeping up?
Pond, then east, then northwest, and west to the finish.
Watch out for the livestock grazing in the fields. Do not head out on the horse and come back on a cow. Let us ride. First place or nothing. Zamur! Savore graj ole sojek. In a moment.
Faster!
Quick! Hang in! Come on! Quick! Keep it up! Come on! bit further.
Just a bit further. Come on! Come on!
Where's the next one?
Faster! Go!
Come on. Quick. Come on. Go.
Go! Go!
A bit further.
Damn it! Don't you know how to
Go,
ride
go,
a
go! Quick!
Go! Go!
Quick! We did it! Gotta catch our breath.
Damn it,
He's really pushing.
How did things go with the race?
Tough luck. The lads.
I'll take a rest.
You lost my money. I bet on you.
Are you calling a race?
We will. I have to make sure I'm root. Here the who. Prepare yourself.
Go! 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 Quick! Onward! Come on! Come on! Keep it up! Keep it up! Keep it up! Come on! Just a bit further. Quick!
He's really pushing that.
Yeah! Got to catch our breath.
God bless you, sir.
The others are still riding.
All right. I understand.
Here you are.
How did things go with the race?
A second victory for you. And that was a proper racing event. Good job. I reckon I know which course you will do last. We do not have to wait all day this time. We can just go again if you fancy.
Why not? I'm already here.
Let us do this. I have figured out the final challenge. There will be 4 checkpoints this time. Quiet the road. Still with no bets.
Let's hear it.
The first checkpoint is on the green in Jalayof, which you know already. You will head northeast from the start, out of the village, and carry on that way. The second checkpoint is not far from the quarry, below that twin tower castle on the hill. Then you will head south to the Troskowitz graveyard. Once you have passed that checkpoint, keep going south to the greengrocer's farm in Slatego. Then go west from Slatego straight to the finish line.
Whew. So that's twice northeast, twice south, then west for the finish.
Finish first, and I will accept your word in the dispute. Without Zamor's favor, you will not stand a chance anyway. Let us set off. The hooves of...
I hope this won't be as boring as
We
last.
set off at the horn.
Go! Quick! Go! To the next one! Yeah! Ka! Keep it up. Quick! Keep it up. Quick. Just a bit further. Go! On to the next! Come on! Just a bit further. Gah! Go! Come on! We can do it! Come on! Go! Keep it up. Ka! Quick! Go! Come on! Come on! Ah! Just a bit further. Just a bit further. Quick!
He's really pushing that.
We did it! Good.
At your service, sir. He's
Finally
really
pushing
Another
that
one
line.
has crossed the line. Others have not reached the finish.
All right. I understand.
My word.
So, how did I do?
First place. It was a joy to watch, I tell you. You have covered 3 laps now, so you know what it is like racing with Zamur at your side. I take your word as equal to a true Lovaris.
I'm glad to hear it.
If you want to try again, feel free to drop by. But I will be taking bets and only letting you ride once a day, so the horse is not run into the ground. You will have more routes to choose from, and I will put the region's best riders up against you. There is plenty to look forward to.
It seems I've completed your tasks.
Well done. Our agreement stands. I accept you as a proven horseman. You should still go and see Bibrek now.
That settles it then. So long.